Ladies and gentlemen, there are always two constants in politics. The first constant in politics is interest. As long as the interest of politicians can merge, they can always work together. That's why Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto were able to work together in 2013 despite the post-election violence of 2007. That also explains why Raila Odinga was able to work with Uhuru Kenyatta in 2018 up to 2022 because their interests were converging. It can also explain why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, despite the fact that he agreed to work with Kibaki in 2007, still became Raila Odinga's running mate against all odds in 2013. So the fact that William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua worked together in 2022 means their interests were able to converge. The second constant in politics is normally what I call betrayal. At any given point in time, politicians will always betray each other. Moi Kibaki betrayed Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga betrayed Ruto. Ruto betrayed Uhuru. Uhuru betrayed Ruto. And the fact is, Rigathi Gachagua will at one point feel betrayed by William Samoei Arap Ruto. And there's nothing you can do about that. But I strongly believe that one of the biggest headache for William Ruto at this point in time is Rigathi Gachagua. Because remember, when William Ruto fell out with Uhuru Kenyatta, Rigathi Gachagua, amongst others, was some of the individuals who stood very strongly with William Samoei Arap Ruto. And he shocked Kenyans by nominating Rigathi Gachagua against all odds as his deputy. And as fate would have it, Rigathi Gachagua today is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. I am sure that when he joined or when he entered politics in 2017, Rigathi Gachagua never imagined that he would be one day the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. But I think the fact that Rigathi Gachagua is one of the biggest headache for William Samoei Arap Ruto. In this video, I want to explain to you guys why I strongly believe that Rigathi Gachagua is William Ruto's biggest political headache at the moment. Before we do that, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without the support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to the main issue, and I want to be a bit brief. Why do I strongly believe that Rigathi Gachagua is William Ruto's biggest political headache? For those who've been following William Ruto's moves since he became the president of the Republic of Kenya, he's been trying to do a few things. One of the things William Ruto has been trying to do is to try and consolidate major political parties with the intention of forming one big political party. Number two, William Samoei Arap Ruto is also trying to expand his territory beyond Kenya. And that's why you see Oscar Sudi accompanying him in most of the international trips. And the other fact which is also there is that William Ruto is currently trying to dismantle Raila Odinga's former strongholds. The idea behind that is the Kikuyu factor. But why is Rigathi Gachagua William Ruto's biggest political headache? Number one is the Kikuyu factor in William Ruto's politics. How William Ruto managed to outwit President Uhuru Kenyatta from Mount Kenya is something which will require a proper study. But as fate would have it, William Ruto is today the president of the Republic of Kenya, courtesy of the Kikuyu votes. You remove the Kikuyu factor from William Ruto's politics, William Ruto is dead. The fact that the Kikuyu nation kicked out Uhuru Kenyatta and then William Ruto appointed Rigathi Gachagua means he will have to stick with Rigathi Gachagua against all odds. Because how can William Ruto do away with Rigathi Gachagua without upstaging the Kikuyu equation? No way. So Kikuyu nation today is looking up to Rigathi Gachagua as a potential successor to William Samoei Ruto. I'm seeing William Ruto trying certain things. For example, trying to elevate Ndindi Nyoro, trying to elevate Musalia Mudavadi just to checkmate Rigathi Gachagua. But Rigathi Gachagua, being Rigathi Gachagua, is not moved an inch. So the truth is, Kikuyu factor in William Ruto's politics is the reason William Ruto is William Ruto. And since he brought Rigathi Gachagua in the picture and made him the deputy president, any fallout between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua will definitely have some consequences. That's number one. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua's deep pocket. The first question is, how did Rigathi Gachagua become William Ruto's running mate? The answer to that is deep pocket. Rigathi Gachagua is very wealthy. Rigathi Gachagua has a history. He was a former DO who made money. And because of that, he was able to use his money to outweight the rest. Initially, William Ruto had intention of having someone like Anne Waiguru as the running mate. At some point, William Ruto had the option of even Moses Kuria. Rigathi Gachagua came from nowhere. With his deep pocket, he was able to organize events for the DP. Rigathi Gachagua was able to consolidate members of parliament to his side. Rigathi Gachagua, I'm told, was able to put 2 million on the table for the DP, for campaigns. 2 billion. And that's how Professor Kithure Kindiki had to lose, because Kindiki was destined for the running mate. So Rigathi Gachagua has deep pocket. That deep pocket is the language which majority of voters in the Kikuyu nation are able to understand. He was able to use that deep pocket. And the fact that he has the money, it means there's nothing William Ruto can tell him. Rigathi Gachagua is known to have been Uhuru Kenyatta's personal assistant. When he became member of parliament, Uhuru was still the president. But Uhuru could not tell him anything. If Uhuru could not tell Rigathi Gachagua anything, if Gideon Moi could not tell Rigathi Gachagua anything, while Rigathi Gachagua's rise can be attributed to Moi, the late, how will William Ruto tell him anything? So Rigathi Gachagua's deep pocket is something which is worrying Ruto. Number three is Rigathi Gachagua's personality. Rigathi Gachagua is emerging in this country as a politician who speaks his mind. When he likes something, he would say. When he doesn't like anything, he would say. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua has an history, and that history is the one of being a DO. So which means Rigathi Gachagua has dealt with the people. So he understands the politics of the local man. Then Rigathi Gachagua was a personal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta. So again, his personality. So Rigathi Gachagua in this country is someone who he can't just let things go. For example, just recently, William Ruto wanted to allocate Musalia Mudavadi an office at Harambee House Annex. When Rigathi Gachagua had that, and the deputy president was out of the country, Rigathi Gachagua moved his things to Harambee House Annex. As we speak, the person occupying Harambee House Annex is Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua realized that allocating Musalia Mudavadi that house was going to elevate Musalia Mudavadi. Delegations, people would start moving to that house. You know, it was the office which the DP occupied before he became president. You know, so that office has history. So Rigathi Gachagua's personality is something which William Ruto will have to deal with. Number four is Rigathi Gachagua's history and connection with the Moi and Kenyatta family. You know, those two families are dynasties. Of course, William Ruto is also connected to those families. Moi introduced Ruto to politics. In fact, without Moi, Ruto would not have been the president of the Republic of Kenya. Just like without Moi, you can't say that Uhuru would have become the president. So there's a way Rigathi Gachagua also shares that connection to Moi. He was one of the close confidants of Moi. As a student, he was able to accompany Moi to even trips abroad. Rigathi Gachagua is also connected to the Kenyattas. As much as they fell out, there is that connection. So which means these two families can actually be comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua. Anytime Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua will show signs of disagreement, rest assured that Rigathi Gachagua can easily run to the Mois. And Mois will support him. He can easily run to the Kenyattas. Kenyattas would support him. Forget about the politics you are seeing from outside. The truth is those connections will worry William Samoei Arap Ruto. And lastly is the Musalia Mudavadi and the 2027 political equation. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is still going to contest again in 2027. And there's a chance that equations are likely to change a bit in 2027. And one of the people who are supposed to play serious roles for Ruto is Musalia Mudavadi. William Ruto defeated Raila Odinga with close to 230,000 votes. Now, the question is 30,000 votes. The question is, what is Musalia Mudavadi's game plan for 2027? Is Musalia Mudavadi still going to play third fiddle to Rigathi Gachagua? If you can answer that question, then you can understand the headache William Ruto is facing. Maybe William Ruto intended, because he understood that the mountain was going to stick with him. But after 5 years, the mountain might really not stick with him. And William Ruto would want to get someone else as his running mate. And that individual is Musalia Mudavadi. So I'm also looking at Musalia Mudavadi factor and the 2027 equation in all these, and I'm seeing William Ruto having serious headache over Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.